Great. Thank you so much, Mark, for that presentation on Supima quality and for doing the not so easy job to decode all the cotton terminology and explain how it translates into product performance. So now we're going to shift gears and focus on Supima marketing activities. I don't pretend to be able to go into depth too far on the individual activities, but the objective here is to really give you an understanding of the different activities that are taking place so you can think about ways to work with Supima, ways to promote Supima, ways to promote Supima through your marketing activities, through your social media activities. So I hope it will give you that overview to then contact Supima for the resources you need to make your Supima programs a success. So with that introduction, I'm going to launch into the marketing presentation. So Supima was founded in 1954, and we've been running ad campaigns ever since, focusing on all the different products from shirting to women's wear to home fashion goods, but always with an upscale focus. We have partnered with designers back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, like Claire McCardle, James Galanos. That's really been part of our DNA. And doing so, really showing the full potential of Supima. It's a premium aspect, but having fun at it too. And you can see these in these early campaigns that we were running back in the 50s, 60s. You see the Mets, I don't know what your team affiliations are, but that was fun, talking about the pedigreed seeds. Ads that ran in the Times, and the New Yorker, and Vogue, all the top fashion magazines, really going into the 70s and 80s, but always focusing on that American-grown aspect and focusing on product and how Supima translates into the best product. Now we'll be looking at our current campaign, Grow With Us. So it focuses on the sustainability of Supima, showing the Supima plants at that first early stage of growth when that little seedling sprouts from the seed and pops up through the earth, and we see these beautiful verdant fields of brand new Supima plants that are on their way to produce the world's finest fiber. This campaign was shot this spring in New Mexico, and you see the mountains in the background along with these flowing Supima sheets to really kind of frame the shots. Just in a campaign that really harkens back to Supima's natural roots and really puts its emphasis there, because there's so much focus now on sustainability, and that's a story that we love sharing with customers and with the market. But again, a campaign that I hope you'll be able to leverage in speaking to your customers about Supima. And we're using the hashtag Cultivating Good for that campaign. Next, we're going to focus on brands and different campaigns they run. This is an outdoor campaign by Brooks Brothers. You see taxi tops. You see the Times Square shuttle, fully branded inside and out with Brooks Brothers and Supima. Really playful, again, a fun way to promote Supima. You see the doors opening and closing that have a Brooks Brothers Supima shirt on them. There's lots of creative ways to get that Supima message across, and I thought this was really, really effective. Now we look at indoor store displays with Uniqlo doing such a great job in terms of its messaging. I mean, you can't miss it with Supima over the prominent product displays. You see the little shelf talkers with Supima, each describing a different aspect of the Supima quality, top 1% or softness. It's nice to mix up the messages a little bit and rotate those. Premium quality, perfect fit, softness, those all really resonate with customers. And now we're going to talk about Theory. They have a Good Cotton campaign. This is along with their Good Wool, Good Linen campaigns, working with Supima and our mill partner Albini to present a beautiful line of Supima shirts, which is also fully traceable thanks to Orotane. Now we're looking at campaigns from Griffin, part of West Point Home, and their beautiful line of Supima sheets. Very direct presentation there. I thought it'd be fun also to look at Land's End. If you want to know what can be made with Supima, just go to Land's End. You can see a wide variety of their product that's made with Supima. They get really good reviews, and I never tire of reading good reviews. This is for their home fashion products, but a really good example in terms of web promotion on how to talk to Supima. We really love to partner with our brands for training and to share, whether virtually or in person, this information with their sales associates so they can really speak about the quality of Supima. Thanks for coming this morning. Cotton bowl for you. This is your Supima 101 session. Advantages. Number one is the softness, because those longer fibers produce a smoother, cleaner yarn. That garment's only going to get softer over time. The second advantage is strength. It's much stronger than regular cotton, and that has to do with the strength of the individual fibers. The third advantage is lasting color. With Supima, it's very thin, so over time as you're washing and wearing that garment, the dye will stay in that thinner fiber.
People always say to me, I love your t-shirts because they last forever. I know what it is. It's the Supima Cotton.
We normally host groups to come out and see the harvest in person. We would love to have repeated it this year, but it just wasn't in the cards. But it's all about bringing the customer out to meet with our growers, meet with the people that make this special cotton. And we had a lot of fun, as you can see, having a toast to celebrate the harvest, providing the opportunity to see the different machinery that's used in the harvest and the care and the planning and all the work that goes into making it special. And it was really great to see that interaction between our growers and the people involved in Supima industry with the brands and retailers. We took the group to a gin as well to see that in operation. You'll notice everybody's got headphones on. That wasn't necessary for our session yesterday. If you participate in the virtual gin visit, the classing office as well, we were happy to be able to take people to make that visit too and see the process of classifying the quality of every single Supima bale that's harvested. And I have to say, it's another nice aspect was getting the whole group together, and not only the relationships between Supima and the brands, but the relationships across brands. And the partnerships and collaborations that were hatched and discussed that are today in action is really exciting. And we were happy to be a part of that as Supima, to expand this Supima family that we're creating. So a lot of fun, and we'll hope for that next year. We do a lot of webinars. This is one with Sourcing Journal. This is with Home Textiles Today. And this is just a great way to get information out on Supima and help make things easier for you when you're out marketing. Of course, the press is a fabulous way to educate around Supima. You see all these articles and all these different publications and so many different products all about Supima to, again, help consumers understand the Supima product in the context of these brands and what they're doing. I think that all boats rise with the tide on this. The web, the internet, the Instagram is also a fantastic tool to connect with consumers and help them understand, whether through artful images or product images or shots from Fashion Week or shots from cotton fields that are growing Supima. It's a great way to educate, and we have a really top team that is organizing our posts and really creating that story through sharing product images, Fashion Week, as well as even talking about sustainability. not every single day, but it's great to share once we have the audience's attention to share these different stories about sustainability and that it's biodegradable. It's not something that we're repeating every single day, but it's good to put that into the mix in terms of our messaging. We also have hashtags, which I encourage your social media teams to use. The hashtag Supima, that is you see all the different coverage for that. In this, here we see a Brooks Brothers video with the hashtag Supima. Also, another hashtag we actively promote is the Bathe with Supima hashtag, and you'll see a lot of different fashions on that. Again, these are just ways to broaden your audience and leverage the work that Supima is doing to educate and promote around the premium aspect and performance of Supima. To just add those hashtags in with your Supima collections, and you'll see all kinds of products that are being promoted with them. Son of a Tailor, we saw a mask by Tom Vanderbork, the Winner of the Year collection. This highlights our Supima Strong COVID-19 relief project, where we made 30,000 masks for COVID relief, donated to hospitals and essential workers. Lots to see. And then Paris Fashion Week, Guy Laroche, a Supima dress. It really is a great opportunity for Supima brands to partner and collaborate. And we encourage you to reach out to our social team with your campaign so that we can plan and organize to work with you. We do a lot of takeovers that are fun. This is one with the social team at Brooks Brothers, where they had their golden fleece clad in a Supima polo. This is with Stateside, where they gave us a tour of their factory in Los Angeles. So now we're going to look at our fashion programs. The Supima Design Competition. This is a program that Supima has organized for the past 13 years. It's with the leading design schools in the United States. They nominate their top graduate. Supima provides them with 5 different Supima fabrics: a twill, a denim, a velveteen, a jersey, and a shirting. It really is great partnering with these leading design schools in the U.S. and their young graduates. We have been promoting young emerging talent ever since Supima was founded in the 50s and 60s. It's part of our giving back to the industry, and we do so now in Europe as well with our Supima Design Lab. Supima is so excited to provide their selection of 10 designers with Supima fabrics of their choice to create a unique look to be shown during the design lab. You see all the press that this generates, and this is all about the premium positioning of Supima and awareness around Supima. I mentioned our mask initiative, Supima Strong, where we donated fabric to our designers from the design competition and year to make masks. Here's one of our SDC designers who created a tutorial which she put up on her Instagram on how to make masks. So this was a great way for us to reach back to that 13 years of alumni, partner with them, and provide 30,000 masks which we donated to COVID relief efforts, hospitals and essential workers. Now I'd like to point out some really useful resources for our licensed brands and retailers. First is this branding usage guidelines document, which has everything under the sun in it. It's got talking points on Supima around quality, different aspects around messaging, identity guidelines. You've got all the information on our logo, how to use it, how it needs to be presented, ways to present it, ways not to present it. You have our Supima icon, specs around that, different ideas for hang tags and sew-ins, as well as lots and lots of examples on how to present and opportunities to share the message that your product is made with Supima. Lots of campaigns as well that we've already kind of talked to. How to speak about Supima. This is great for your copywriters. Again, more examples of how to share that message and brands that have done so through all different media. In-store, web, Instagram, outdoor. What we've really created is a guide on how to promote Supima here. Next, we'll be looking at our marketing and training resource guide. This is a great document which has links to different training videos, some under a minute, some 4 or 5 minutes. You can take a look at this and share this with your HR team to train your staff on promoting Supima. The next is this document, the Social Media Toolkit, which again has extensive notes and direction on how to share Supima on Instagram and other platforms, information on takeovers and different promotions that we can do together. And so I hope this session, I know it's going fast. I've tried to talk fast and get through this, at least as fast as I can talk. But I hope that this is giving you a good overview of the resources that are available to your marketing, training, and social media teams to promote and speak to your Supima collections. Of course, we're here to partner with you, to support you in your efforts, and I hope that as a result of this information that we can work together. So please reach out, subsequent to this session, to get in contact with Supima. So I thank you for watching this with me now. I think there's some questions that have come through that they're going to pass off to me that I'm going to look at. If you'll just give me a second to look at. First question was, how can brands leverage Supima in their press outreach for cross-promotion? That's a really good question. Thank you for that. One of the best ways to work with Supima on press outreach is to give us as much notice in advance on your campaigns. If you have a product launch that is coming up in a couple weeks, or better still, a month or so, please reach out to Supima. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know how we can support you, both through our PR agency as well as our social media team. The more time you give us, the better, just so we can make sure to schedule it into our calendar. Social media, that's usually, we actually try to work a month in advance. Something comes up fast, hey, we can respond, but generally the more time the better. So please reach out to us, let us know both your plans social media wise as well as PR wise when you've got a big news or a big product launch coming up. How can brands collaborate on joint marketing initiatives? I think that, look, if you're trying to do something and you're looking for a partner on a specific, maybe you make socks and you're looking for a t-shirt or an outerwear partner, we can make that happen. And that's something that we want to make those introductions. We can also help, this is back on the production side, but if you're looking to expand into a new product category and you want to know resources, if you want to make, say, a French terry and you don't know who to go to on that, let us know. We can help you not only to find a supplier, could be in this hemisphere, it could be in Asia or Europe. We've got 400 manufacturers around the world making everything you can imagine, so we're happy to help with that. Then let's see. Good question here. Let me, it's how does Supima continue to show up in the media across multiple categories spanning from fashion to home and trade? I think this is a really special moment where product has been all about price for at least the past decade. And you look at apparel, home prices have been going down about 1% a year. But we're finally seeing that pendulum swing back, and that now the focus is on quality, and that's a story that Supima can certainly tell in any category. And I think it's a really great signal, clear signal to consumers that you are focused on better product when you're using the best raw materials. And that's a great, Supima is a great tool for tiering your offering to your customers. You might have, your silver, gold, platinum, and you want to add that, beef up your price, raise that price, offer something nicer, and Supima is a great way to do that, to have that kind of platinum offering, no matter what category you're selling into. And like I said before, we're definitely seeing, Supima makes an impact in any product. It doesn't have to be in the finest sheet. It can be, you could do a regular percale and it still makes an impact. And we're here to help you, tell that story. And that was one thing during the presentation. We love to partner with your copywriters, and it can be very challenging for even the best copywriters to speak about, a fiber. This is not something a lot of people are used to. So we think it's really important for brands to do their promotions in their own voice, but we're very happy to look over copy and review and suggest ideas to make it more effective in terms of sharing the impact of Supima. How do you reach consumers, and what's the best way to talk about Supima? I think, there's no silver bullet, and we've really tried to reach them in all different ways. We have our campaign in the New York Times tea fashion issues. We have our PR team working with different journalists to tell the Supima story that way. We have our fashion programs, which just puts Supima right out there when the fashion world is paying all the attention to, whether it's New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week. That's a great way that we connect with our customers, and absolutely through our brands. That, because you as our brands bring the Supima product to life. And so it's nice to talk about the fluffy cotton, but through all your hard work and creativity, you bring our cotton to life. And so that is such an important moment for us to partner with you and help make that connection come alive. And the second part of that question was, what's the best way to talk about Supima? Look, and I think Mark did a great job of navigating it. There's a lot of terminology when you talk about fiber length, fiber strength, which is measured in grams per tex, or fineness, which is referred to as micronair. I mean, you can just see people's eyes just glaze over when you start throwing those terms around. So it's really, I think, having that information in your back pocket, but talking about how the cotton impacts these products and how it makes them better, because people are really, they're searching for different metrics for quality. And people looked at thread count in sheets, or all different metrics like that, which really don't ring true. But with Supima, anything you put in it is going to be exponentially better. And so I think that's a great way, again, to communicate that to consumers and really speak more to the, making people's lives better through improving their products and helping them to get that better quality that they're seeking. And I think, speaking to it not so much from a technical aspect, unless you're a performance product and you can get technical and you have a customer that loves that information, but really talking about the impact that Supima has on product. Any more questions? Well, with that, this is where the first half of our program ends today. We've got a short 5-minute break. We'll be coming right back and jumping into our second hour of programs today. I really hope you can join us. Tap on any colleague you see that should also be watching, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Have a great break.